But yeah, like you were saying, bro.
What was I saying? But like what I want to do and what I feel like God has called me to do, like I have to not think about myself.
Yeah.
And think about the people who are attached to what I feel like God wants me to do.
Yeah.
And that should be most important.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What does God want me to do? So I'm having to shift my mindset off of being a consumer.
Yeah.
And wasting time.
Yeah.
And understanding that time is precious and you cannot get it back.
Yeah. We should be investing in that. In that time. Like what you're saying is
because we've been we've been conditioned to waste time, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever seen that movie with Justin Timberlake? Where they had to live all the time and stuff like that. It was like the rich seem to have a lot of it.
They do.
And then you have the people who are the disenfranchised.
But they bought their time.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm able to use my time and make it worth something. Right? Where we're so quick to try to get the quickest thing with our time and waste our time.
Yeah.
Trying to get the quickest thing.
Yep.
Like, I'm gonna go to this fast food restaurant because it's the quickest thing.
Yeah.
When you should be preparing and be meal prepping for real life, right? Or I need to, I'm about to, sit in this thing or sit here and watch TV where you could be going to the gym and putting a little bit of cardio in your life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like putting some content in your earlobe, in your ear holes, and letting yourself hear something that's positive and reinforcing in yourself.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like it's what are you doing with that time?
Yeah.
Like one of the things, like. For me, I know what I've been learning with especially on the phone thing. I got to put it right back on my phone. I put it on my daughter's phone, which was this is guy 𝙴𝙗𝙾𝙳𝙾𝙳. She's a dude that's on Netflix. He has a show called Patriot Act.
Okay.
And he was on the Breakfast Club, and he said what he does to remove the distraction from himself is that he makes his screen black and white. I mean, like everything. So there's a setting in the accessibility feature. Which would be a progression point for the people.
Yeah.
Which is you could go to.
That's a new thing, y'all. A progression point. So a progression point is where we want to help you guys. It's a point in the podcast where this is a point to help you progress.
Yes.
So if you hear us say that's a progression point, write it down, take notes, or just take a mental note of it. Like, like we gave y'all something to where it's tangible and it's doable.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's real. Like if you go to the settings of your phone, scroll down to accessibility, and then go to display settings, and then from display under accessibility, do you scroll down to?
Trying to find
let's see. So go to. Where's the accessibility at? Go back up. I think it's on. All right, let's see.
This would have been general. Yeah.
General accessibility, display. Go back. Let me see. What phone you have?
The 10.
Let's see which one it is. So what I'm doing right now with you guys is I'm going on Cory's phone right now. Go to display, and then go to color filters. Yeah, and then switch that on, and then you just go out of it. So your phone is now black and white.
It does something with your mental?
Yeah, because what happens is this. We're stimulated by colors, right?
I'm not even going to lie to you. My brain low-key did something.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, bro.
But it's like, I can't explain it, bro. Wow. Bro, I don't even want to look at it.
No, because right now, that's the goal. It's black and white. What is the thing that most people won't do? Read books. And what does that consist of? Black and white.
It's not aesthetically pleasing to the eye at all.
Why we get caught up in watching TV shows? Because there's so much activity going on. It's stimulating our brain to be captivated by it. It's like Starburst, bro. It's like candy for the brain.
Wow.
And so when you dull the flavor,
that's a nugget, y'all.
You're no longer you're starting to lose taste. You're putting a diet to your business space.
Wow, that's crazy.
You're now putting yourself on a diet now because now you're giving yourself the vegetables that you need to have to remove yourself from it. So now when you look at everything, I mean, like, so everybody listening, when you do this on your iPhone and you make this change, go to general accessibility, display accommodations, and then go to color filter, turn that mug on. what it's going to do is, even if you watch YouTube, everything on that app is black and white.
Yep.
Anything through your phone is now black and white. You're not going to be able to see the colors. You'll actually spend less time on your phone because everything starts to look the same. Once it starts looking the same, you're not interested. And what you got to be aware of is you'll start noticing the addiction habits.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, like with my daughter, she was like, "Hey, can you change it back?" I was like, "Nope," because that's showing you that you're actually addicted, that you're missing. Well, I can't really watch it. I can't really see what I'm... Here, you can use my phone.
Right.
Because it removes you feeling like you're now missing out on something. So now she's just been talking more on the phone because she's been using it, just scrolling on the phone. And so
that's crazy.
You're dulling the taste to your mental capacity of how those colors and that brightness and what's stimulating the brain to keep scrolling.
Right.
Because just like they say, like you scroll and you don't even really be knowing what you're really looking for.
Right.
You're not looking for anything.
No, you're not.
And even the accounts that you already follow, even if they're interesting, you still looking at them for what? You're just like, oh, okay. Even if you're not even aware that your addiction to the content of the frequency of how your mind is like, I'm just interested in the different flavors of what's being presented to me that's stimulating my mental capacity.
Right.
I feel like I've been so worn out from the day. I just want to do nothing. And so your mind responds.
Right.
And this is the thing I've discovered too, bro. I think I don't know if we talked about this or not. Like in Steve Jobs' biography written by Isaac Watson,
I remember talking about
he said that he doesn't even give his kids the iPad. And so when you think about that, think about what we're even doing to ourselves when it comes to, shoot, if we have an addiction and we, the adults who didn't grow up with this, we were already grown or becoming grown as these things were introduced. Because the iPhone came out, I think, in like 2001, 2002.
Right.
So, like, when you think about that, bro, but no, I think it was like 05. Because, like, I remember, because I think it was when my son was born in 06 or something like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, anyway, like, we were technically, like, 18, 19, 20 years old, already adults, bro, and coming into this space. Think about our kids who are automatically drawn to it. Why do you think 2-year-olds, when they see an iPhone, they're just like...
My son, he's 4. So I was just listening to you talk, and I had this thought. I was like, what was it? I'm tired, y'all, so it left my mind that quick. It's gonna come back. Okay, here it is. You know that we need other jobs, people doing other things other than just music and sports.
Yep.
These kids are on these phones all day long.
Yeah.
So that's all that they're exposed to.
Yeah.
If they had these phones, people would probably want to go into other fields or start other things or do other things. That thought just came to me.
Yeah.
It just could be, it's a hindrance.
It is.
Because everywhere I turn, everybody want to be a rapper or
something in the entertainment.
Or entertainment, excuse me, or sports, but we need doctors, we need lawyers, we need other entrepreneurs.
Yep.
It's a mindset.
Yeah. Yep. And all you're captivated by is these celebrities in a sense, right? Even the entrepreneurs. Or like right now they call them influencers now.
Yeah.
The celebrity term has been transitioned into influencers. So now that's the new thing. That's why our kids watch these YouTube cats all the time. And they're watching people on these social media platforms all the time because they see them as the new form of entertainment, right? And so what does that mean for us? Where our kids need to have bigger aspirations other than just being an athlete. That's why I respect what LeBron does. Was like, I'm more than an athlete.
Right.
He's an entrepreneur. He's taking his talents to make other investments in other things. But then that also means, like, for our children, what does that mean for them as, hey, you might not be an athlete. You might not be a thespian and be out here acting on Broadway or in movies.
Right.
It doesn't mean that you are you're destined to be a 9-to-5 employee. It doesn't mean that.
Right.
What that means is that you now have to self-discover how, what other skill sets you have that are great that doesn't necessarily have to deal with creative arts.
Right.
Like you said, you might be good at negotiating. Maybe you could be an attorney.
Right.
Maybe you can be some type of business leader in some capacity.
Right.
In the retail space or e-commerce space or, produce and grocery space or whatever. Or in technology.
Right.
Right? Like, be involved in the technology. If you're going to be engaged in it, be in there where you're actually creating something from it. Like I said, we're making nothing from our phones and dulling our time. We're just throwing money away. Every time we just look at the phones and just scrolling.
Yep.
Every time you scroll, you're just keeping Facebook and Instagram in business because you're going to see an advertisement that you're gonna go, oh, that's dope. Let me double click on that.
Oh, I need them shoes, or I need that jacket.
Yep.
So let's change in 2020.
Yeah.
It's mindsets.
Yep.
And lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Like we gotta like get information that is gonna help us and push us forward and propel us into what we want to do.
Yeah.
And then also we have to change our mindset.
Yeah.
I know for me, man, growing up, like I had such low self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
And like I had these dreams and all this stuff, but I didn't feel like I could do it because I didn't feel like I was quote unquote smart enough or whatever. But like, if you don't feel like you're smart enough, go out and get the knowledge. Go out and learn. You know what I mean? So I got me a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Back home.
So how did you go about getting that mentor?
Man, dog, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like that was all God. Like he was my barber.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, like, you know, I started working for him, and then he just started. I allowed him. To speak into my life.
Yeah, that's significant. What he just said, allowing someone else to be able to give you perspective that you might not have considered, and not have these walls.
Exactly. Like he can't tell me what to do. Okay, the dude got his own shop. He's the shop successful. You can tell me anything. That you want, because I'm all ears.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a successful family.
Yeah.
Nice home.
Yeah.
You can tell me anything because I'm trying to get where you going.
Yeah.
I don't know it all.
Yeah.
And I do have that. I kind of had that problem. I'm getting better with that. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell me nothing. But no, man, I allowed him to speak into my life. And give me and he saw some character flaws. He helped me he pointed them out. And I took it. And analyzed myself, self-evaluation. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, boom, you need to make these changes. And then you know, and then also he gave me different books to read or different people to listen to. So that's how the mindset shift started to happen. And then when that happened, I saw my life change drastically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so shout out to my man Jay, man. I ain't got to say his name, but I love that dude, man.
See, that's what I love about it. I'm glad that you actually gave kind of like a way of how you got your mentor. It's as simple as it was your barber, bro. Yeah. Like, see, what people sometimes, and I've fallen victim to this, we think they got to be these faraway people. Like, oh, I got to connect to Gary Vee. Right. I got to connect to, you know, this person that has over 1.2 million followers. A mentor doesn't have to be this significant, high up, not at all, lofty. You know what I mean? Not at all. It can be someone that you just seen at your 9 to 5. That's a manager, bro. That you can be like, man, like I'm just aspiring to try to learn more in my current position. What that does is it opens you up to be able to receive. You, number one, you allowed yourself to be humble. Right. It's the only way you can allow someone to speak into your life. Facts. You allowed yourself to say, hey, I don't know what they know. Not at all. Self-awareness. Self-awareness. And I want to get to where they are at least at, or at least have the information of where they're at, whether I stay with that company, work at that shop, whatever have you, you now have an opportunity to where, hey, most of you are listening here, you might work at Chick-fil-A. You have a shift leader, you have a manager, you might work at Family Dollar, you might work at Fry's or Kroger. Right. You might work at a Chase Bank or Bank of America. It don't matter where you are in your career. There's somebody who knows more than you do. You just got to submit yourself to wanting to say, hey, I really desire to be at a certain level in my life. Mm-hmm. And everybody write this down. Just take note. Write down right now for yourself, what do you want to accomplish simply? Not this, oh, I want to be a millionaire by the end of 2020. Right. What do you want to accomplish? Something tangible. Something tangible that you can do within 30, 60, 90 days. Right? Maybe I want to move up in the company. Maybe I want to, shoot for a different position at the same company or a different company. Maybe I want to have a better marriage. Bro, I want to have a better marriage. Maybe I want to reach out to that person who we ain't talked in a while. Yeah. And I know I need to fix that relationship because it was on me. Yeah. Find someone who you see that had any level of success beyond yourself that can show you how they handle that, whether it be, hey, I know someone that's been married for 30 years and they're doing good. They seem to have it together. Let me talk to them. I don't care if it was 10 years.
Right.
Maybe you got to go back to somebody. I've been married going on 14 years.
Yeah.
But someone who might have been married 5 years, maybe I got to go back to the basics and look at what they're doing.
Right.
And saying, hey, in this modern time, I've been married much longer than you, but I have new nuances involved in my current relationship.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys currently manage that? Humble yourself to not feel like everyone that you have to connect with has to be either older than you,
right,
or have so many significant years than you. If they're in a position that you desire,
right,
in any capacity, any position that you desire, relationship-wise. If I want to be a better friend to my man Cory, I got to see what does that look like,
most definitely.
Right?
Yep.
What do I aspire to be as a man?
Yep.
Right? I got to also have consistent conversations if I'm wanting this relationship to grow. Same thing with my wife. Same thing in my career. Same thing with my children. Yep. Who do I see as a successful father?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, who can I talk to say, hey, this is what I'm going through, regardless if your kids are older than theirs or not.
Right.
You find them to be, hey, I like where you are and how you handle things. Pour into me.
Yeah.
Humble yourself to be open to have things poured into you.
Yep. Man, that's crazy. It's so funny because all this stuff that we're talking about, it is under the umbrella of changing the mindset.
Yeah. Everything pretty much is. That's all the progression point really is.
Yeah.
Once this dome is like conditioned on a continuous basis, not finalized, because what we get caught up in is that we're chasing a finish line that is never going to come.
Right.
Right? Like, so you got to be aware that there is no finish line. There are mile markers.
Right.
So there are goals.
That's good. Mile markers.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
But there aren't going to be any complete finish lines.
Yep.
You should never want to be at a point to where you just want to get somewhere and just be like, I washed my hands of it. I did what I was supposed to do and be done with it.
Yeah.
No. But have mile markers, say that I want to get to this level and then keep going.
Right.
And then keep going.
Yeah.
And keep going. So that's where I believe that, not even just with you guys listening, but even for ourselves, that's the biggest thing. Is like, you hear us as practitioners. You hear us as individuals that we're not preaching at you guys or saying, do this.
Right.
And then we're not trying to apply it to our own
Right. So I'm definitely trying to apply everything that we putting on this podcast. Man.
Bruh.
Straight up. Straight up.
Yeah, man.
Look, it's so funny. This is kind of off subject, but I was listening to the first two podcasts, and I was like, I kept hearing myself say, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, if you say it one more time, I'll punch you in your face. But this podcast, I didn't do it. So I'm feeling really good right now.
But see, it's called progression, bro.
Yeah, most definitely.
You see your previous activity and you make adjustments.
Yes.
That's all what we're trying to give to the people.
Yeah.
And we got to make sure that we are taking in the medicine that we're giving to people. And that's what you're demonstrating right now. Like Cory is demonstrating by allowing himself to look at something that he wasn't satisfied with.
Not at all.
And making the adjustments and being intentional with those adjustments.
Exactly.
To go to the next level with it.
Exactly.
Like right now, guys, if you can hear even the podcast, we've been updated a little bit.
Yes.
We have a mic in the building.
A professional mic.
Professional mic. You know what I'm saying? The quality is up to par.
Yes.
And that is the goal, is that as you see, or right now you don't see, but as you can hear until we get to the point of you being able to see, that our goal is to always continue to be making progress.
I'm going to go live real quick.
Yeah, hit them with the live real quick. So you guys are going to see a little bit of this content on what you go live on IG or Facebook.
I was gonna go with Facebook.
So Facebook. Do we have a Facebook page?
We don't. I'm just gonna go live on my personal.
Yeah.
We need to get that cracking though.
See what we're talking about right now. There's always things. And see, this is the funny thing, right? So we're live right now on Facebook.
Yes.
And what's up, people? What's up, Facebook land? With my man, Double C.
What's going on,
C-Dub.
We are recording the podcast live in the Cut Above Barber Studio. I just want to go live real quick, man, and just say, hey, we're trying to, progress. We got a little progress. We got a mic, an actual laptop right here. So it's all about progress, man. So I'm going to tag my man Ty in here. Y'all go follow him.
Appreciate y'all. We will be making a Facebook page to go along with this. We want to start getting all y'all to engage with the content. This podcast episode, I think we can probably put this out like
tomorrow
for real.
Yeah,
like legit tomorrow. Like you see the mic, microphone,
legit mic.
We got the laptop. We even got the duct tape on it. Make sure that
hustle and go. But nah, man, we just want to just progress in all that we do, and yeah, man, I just want to go live and let y'all check this out, and the podcast will be out tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow is December 17th. That's my wife's birthday. So my wife is Tavana Lee.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to the first lady of the Banks fam.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I'll definitely put this out tomorrow, and be looking for the Progression Point Podcast Facebook page, because we'll start going live.
Tell them about the Instagram.
Oh, yeah. And the Progression Point Podcast on IG. Like, definitely follow us on IG. Make sure you check us out on Spotify. Check us out on iTunes.
It's not on iTunes, bro.
What?
Not on iTunes. But go. I will put it in the description. Shoot over to
or Apple Podcasts.
It's not on Apple Podcasts, bro.
What?
It's not on there. That's crazy. But please go check us out on Instagram, the Progression Point Podcast. Hit the comments and like the page so we can grow. Much appreciated, man.
Yeah.
We signing off. We finna sign off this podcast too. But I just want to go live and just show y'all, man. Like I said, we got a mic now.
Yeah.
We'll have 2 mics soon and a little table, and we might go live from the actual podcast.
Yeah.
I thought about doing a YouTube joint too.
Dude, we might have to do that. Just get a little tripod, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Just have it already just set up, bro.
Yeah. So y'all have a good one, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, all y'all listening, we appreciate y'all.
I appreciate y'all so much.
Like, you don't know how much it means to us just to have just one listener, bro.
Man, we've been getting like dope feedback, and some people gave me some ideas and all that stuff. But not saying I'm gonna take some of it into consideration, but I want our podcast, bro, to be authentic, and just be. What we do as far as we got a topic, but we just share from our hearts.
Yeah.
I'm not even the type of person where I don't wear suits and 3-piece suits and all that. I'm not all put together like that. But I feel like this podcast, it is what it is, bro. And I feel like it represents us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
authenticity,
man.
With real intention of just tapping into who God called us to be, and we want others to be able to take that advantage, of who God called them to be as well. Like, tap into that for yourselves. We are here for you. Email us, the Progression Point Podcast at Gmail.
Yep. The Progression Point Podcast on IG.
On IG. Soon to be on Facebook. We will soon be looking at trying to do some stuff with video, because again, we want you to be fully immersive.
Yep.
That we're not just a couple of guys just talking for the sake of talking. We are looking at what's going to pop off for what God called us in this position. Like, I'm believing in my brother Cory.
Yes.
And his entire family, the whole Curry family.
Yes.
And I believe like God put us together for a reason, not just for the sake of just powwowing, but like, to bring value to others. Like God said to go out and preach the gospel to all the nations, and what that means is gospel interpreted as good news, which is hope, giving them expectation, great expectation that their lives mean something.
Most definitely.
And so, and that you were put here for a reason beyond just a monetary gain. And just to exist for the sake of existing, bro.
Yep. And so, what I'm going to leave people with is that progression point. And that progression point was, go back in the episode and listen to what he said as far as going to your settings and changing that setting to take the color off your phone. Yeah. Basically. That's basically what it did.
Yeah.
And if let's get it a try, man, and see what that does, because I'm gonna keep it on my phone because I want to do everything that I feel like God has called me to do. And if me being on my phone and all that waste of time, that's not a part of it. Yeah. And so let's get better. Let's learn. Let's change our mindsets, man. Let's change the conversations that we have. Let's change the circle of influence that we are in, so we can change the circle of influence to people that are around us. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? We definitely, like, man, I cannot stress enough, man. Like, when someone said, I can't remember who it was, but he said, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Yeah. Show me your friends, and that is your net worth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's change our mindsets, and let's change our family's legacies, man. So, with that being said, man, this is Cory.
This is Ty.
And it's the Progression Podcast.
Progression Point Podcast.
Progression Point Podcast episode 3. Man, y'all have a great week.
God bless y'all.
Yes.